Hi, Blair here with MXM. If you hear any screeching in the background, it's because a couple of our trainers this morning are here because we did our first outdoor really sort of team training that we're allowed to do. And they got to see some of their customers back for the first time. And they've been done for a little bit. And I can look over here on the MyZone board, and one of them, their heart rate's still over 80%, and I can hear bouncing around. And so if you hear something in the background, that's what it is. I've been kind of taking you on a random walk. Our clubs are called Works. Wenatchee Valley stands for Workout Prescription. I've been taking you on a random walk of our 5th edition of our Member Experience Manual and talking about some of the concepts in here. And we think it's really important to get a clear definition on words. Remember that customer service and customer experience are two different things. You can have a tremendous customer service in the middle of a horrible customer experience. The example I use a lot of times is, your plane could be delayed, your luggage could be lost, you could be at the other end and it's been a horrible flight, and then you call somebody at Delta's call center and they're just remarkable and they do everything they can to help you and they bend over backwards and go out of their way. That's fabulous customer service, but it was maybe a bad customer experience. But all those customer service touch points are what sort of add up to great customer experience. So we like to define what is service right at the very beginning of the Member Experience Manual so we can kind of level set everybody then going forward on what we're going to be talking about. And Ron Kaufman, to me, is one of the best kind of educators and mentors on customer service and customer experience. He wrote a book called Up Your Service. I went and listened to him when we were down in Palo Alto. They used to do these little breakfast briefings over at Stanford. And every chance I got, I'd go over there and sit in on these breakfast briefings. And he was one of them, and I just fell in love with his work. And he uses this description. Service is taking action that adds value for someone else. Now, not adds value in our opinion, because, changing a name on an account, that's not a value add process for somebody else. Now, you might be able to make it a value add process. Would you like a bottle of water? How can I help? I mean, but you have to think about this. Like, a lot of the things that we call customer service in business are not value add for the customer. It's just it's a nuisance, right? Why couldn't I do that online? Why couldn't I? So I want you to think of customer service a bit differently. Taking action that adds value for someone else. Then we talk explicitly that customer service is never, ever going to be a place or a phone number for us. Oh, we'll just call customer service. Go over to customer service. And you can generally tell when companies are getting things right or wrong when customer service is sort of defined as a place to go or a place to call and not part of their DNA. So that's sort of the starting point of the Member Experience Manual. I've taken you through some of the concepts. I'll keep taking you through more and more of these concepts. I keep saying, if you want this, I'll send it to you. Then realize when I went to send it to somebody, I have to do a file size. We have a lot of evidently high-res photos in the PDF version of this. So that's it for today. Really simple lesson, and I hope your reopening is going well. Remember, we have feedback systems for everybody in the industry. We have the shutdown feedback system, the reopen feedback system. Phenomenal information. Hope your reopen goes great. We'll keep you posted on ours.